So my buddy Justin has a Woodland Mills HM130 Max, and he was having some problems with the adjustment and the clutch, so he brought it over so we could work on it together and get things squared away. Well, we got the clutch straightened out, we got us a sight leveled off, we got us a staging area set up to stack our lumber, and now we're ready to level up the mill and get to work. Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today, we finally have the mill set up and ready to go. We have everything adjusted. We did a little bit of testing last night, getting everything set up, and we are ready to start making some progress on milling up this lumber. So one thing I learned last night on the first log we cut up is I was pulling the boards off every time. And he said when you get down towards the bottom, you want to leave one or two on there at least to keep the weight on top of it, because it wants to bow up as you cut and you end up with a thicker, your board gets wider in the middle and then thinner on the end. So, I'm learning a few things anyway. All right, guys, we've got a real ugly, gnarly one here that I don't know if we can get anything out of or not, because it is not straight at all, but we kind of want to just see what we can do, so we're going to attack it and see what happens. So you can see the bow as we roll this log over, and what we decided after we shaved a little bit off of one end is that there's probably a section we can't salvage. So we cut it off at the 7-foot mark. And so the boards we get out of this are going to end up being 7 foot long. And that's about the best that we could salvage out of this. It might not have been worth fooling with if you were trying to do production work, but we're just wanting siding for the inside of our cabin. And I think we'll still salvage a few boards that'll be worthwhile. We ended up getting 10 7-foot 1x6s out of that junky log. So I think it was worth taking the time to cut it down. Woo. That's a big one. We'll get it tighter. Man. Will it raise it? It ain't gonna raise it. So this red oak log was about 30 inches in diameter and about 11 foot long. So that 45 horse New Holland just couldn't quite pick it up. So we got the Kubota BX involved, and I went over there and picked it up for him, showed him how it was done. All right. He probably did most of the lifting. That is one heavy log. Flatten your tires. So once we got over here to the mill, we had the same issue. I had to help him pick it up, and then I actually had to kind of drive in tandem with him to set it on the mill. And this was kind of fun, but we probably had no business doing it. It was pretty hard on everything involved. gonna tell you one thing, we found the limits of everything involved in this process. We had to take the end off the chain because we couldn't get it loose enough to get it unhooked. The New Holland wouldn't quite pick up the log by itself, so the BX got involved and helped pick it up. And then he couldn't get traction to take off, so I held the back end of his tractor down while he took off. And then we lifted it together and set it on the mill. Now let's just hope that the mill will cut it.
Teamwork.
Yeah. So guys, I'll tell you, I really wish that I had handed the camera to someone before all that went down, and so we would add some movement in that, because we gave it everything we had both tractors lifting that log in order to get it set on here. And it took both of them, back tires off the ground on both tractors to get it set. All it wanted. Yeah, really make you make you pucker a little bit. But we got it in place. We had to re-level the mill because we shifted off the blocks while we were trying to get the log in. But I think we're gonna be able to mill it, and man, we're gonna get a lot of lumber out of this log. We just can't handle it. We don't have the equipment for it. So we're going to cut 1-inch slabs and stack them off to the side. Once we get our slabs, then we'll put them back on here and we'll stack them on edge, lock them in, and we'll mill them that way. That way it's something we can handle. I think that's a pretty good solution for what we've got to work with here. Looks like glass, man. Can you roll it? Okay. Well guys, we got a full day of milling in the books and it was a lot of fun. We cut 2 great big logs. One of them was 30 inches and it was a 10'6" log that neither one of our tractors would pick up. So the 2 of them combined barely could move it. And man, we got so much good lumber. I mean, there are about 60 boards here that are a little over 10 foot. And most of them are at least 10 inches wide, up to 14 inches wide. So a lot of really good stuff. Got a decent stack of firewood right here. And then I've got, this is slabs, and some of these are going to make really nice live edge boards, but I just kind of didn't have time to sort through them while we were cutting, and I wasn't very organized, so I just kind of tried to stack it wherever I could stack it. You know, we made some stickers and we were going to try to stack some of this stuff, but then we got off track because the one log was so big that we couldn't turn it. And we could have used some chains in the tractors and done that, but we decided it would be best if we just cut live edge slabs off of it until we were about halfway through it, stack those off to the side, then turn the log and cut the rest of that into lumber. We finished that log off and then we took those live edge slabs and put them back on the mill and cut those. And it just made it to where it was manageable for us. So we're just learning. I would love it if you would jump down in the comments and give us some tips and, you know, things that you saw that we could do better or would be smarter or whatever the case may be. Because, man, this is a lot of fun. I could see myself doing a lot more milling in the future. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.